You deleted the app, then downloaded it again 3 hours later. Not because you needed it, because silence felt uncomfortable, because your brain has reached a point where existing without stimulation feels wrong. And the scary part, you don't even notice it anymore. Your thoughts sound like captions now. Your emotions feel optimized for posting. Your personality is slowly becoming content. You catch yourself imagining your own life from a third-person perspective, not living moments, recording them mentally, thinking, this would make a good story, this would look good on Instagram, this pain could become content. Even your suffering doesn't feel private anymore. That's what social media did to us. It turned human experience into performance. And now, nobody knows who they are when the screen turns off. You say you're finding yourself, but most nights look the same. Scrolling until 2 a.m., switching between reels every 6 seconds, saving self-improvement videos you'll never rewatch, watching people build physiques while you rot in the same bed convincing yourself, tomorrow I'll lock in. But tomorrow comes with the same exhausted brain, same numbness, same fake motivation. Because motivation was never the problem. Your brain is overstimulated to the point where real life feels emotionally flat. A 10-second reel gives you more dopamine than your actual future. Think about how insane that is. And nobody talks about what this does to your identity. You consume so many personalities. You stop hearing your own thoughts. You don't even know what you genuinely like anymore. Your humor came from TikTok. Your opinions came from YouTube. Your personality came from algorithms. You became a collage of consumed content. Half your self-awareness is just recycled quotes with sad music behind them. That's why you feel disconnected all the time, because deep down, you know there's a difference between expressing yourself and performing yourself. Some of you don't even rest anymore. You escape. Big difference. Rest gives energy back. Escapism just delays reality while slowly making you hate yourself. Games, corn, reels, imaginary scenarios in your head where future you somehow fixes everything. Meanwhile, real life gets harder to face, not because you're weak, because your brain got trained to avoid discomfort instantly. The second life feels boring, you reach for stimulation. The second, emotions feel heavy, you distract yourself. And after years of this, you start feeling emotionally numb, not sad, not happy, just mentally blurry. And honestly, that numbness scares people the most because they still have dreams. They still imagine becoming someone important, but every day their actions quietly vote against that person. That creates a weird kind of self-hatred. You know you're wasting potential while actively participating in it. That's why so many people feel exhausted after doing nothing all day. Their brain never rested, it just consumed. But here's the realization that changes everything. Your life will keep feeling fake until you start doing things that exist outside of consumption. Not watching discipline, practicing it, not posting deep thoughts, actually sitting alone long enough to hear your real ones, not building an aesthetic, but building a self. Because right now, most people are trying to become interesting online before becoming real in private. And maybe that's the real problem. You were never supposed to constantly witness everyone else's lives while ignoring your own. No human brain was built for this much comparison, this much stimulation, this much noise. Your nervous system is tired, your attention span is fractured, and your identity is suffocating under constant consumption. So maybe tonight, don't escape immediately. Don't open another app the second loneliness appears. Sit in the silence for once. Let the discomfort hit, because underneath all that noise, there's probably a version of you that still wants a real life, not a consumed one, a real one. And the longer you keep turning your personality into content, the harder it becomes to remember who you were before the algorithm touched you.